Testing, testing, testing again, testing again. So you guys, on my way home from my trip, and I just got home and barely just unpacked. But anyway, on my way home, I was like, I haven't done a get ready with me. I haven't done one for this month of April yet. And so I gotta get on it. Like the 1st of May is coming. May is almost upon us, and I gotta keep with the tradition. I know I missed a few months in the past, but I try to keep at it, where I do a little get ready with me, chit chat, sit down style vlog. And so I'm just gonna be putting my makeup on, chatting away, giving updates, whatever. And it is good to be home, let me just say. And my trip, I actually did a race. I participated in a 5K, my first 5K. I could run 3 miles so easy in high school doing cross country, but I've been in and out of shape on and off ever since I graduated almost 10 years ago. That is batshit crazy to think how long ago it was, but it's crazy. And I did it. My asthma was in check. I have exercise-induced asthma, and it's easier than I thought. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, which I'm really grateful for. I'll definitely do it again. My goal for next time is to not stop and walk. There were times when I had to on and off walk and stop, or stop and walk. And not the end of the world, but it's also not the best thing. And as a runner who used to be better with pace and stride, I really want to make that a goal. I want to turn that into a reality. So next time it could be my parents, my mom and dad, myself, and then I also invited, I have yet to hear back, but I wanted to invite my nephew Cash to join us. That would be so sick. And it was the coolest experience. And then just the weekend before and the week before, this past week, so there was last week and the week before is what I'm talking about, I went to Draper to see my parents in Utah over spring break. So that was also really fun. We celebrated the April birthdays, my brother Dakota and my dad as well. So that was really fun. And then I was right back there for my race the following weekend. And it was super cool. Or I guess there was a weekend in between. It's kind of hard to keep track. But yeah, so that was super cool. And the runners experience, like, it brings a good group. And I was talking to my mom about this. She calls them life sports. And I was like, that's so true. That's truly what they are. And I feel like swimming, running, and tennis are life sports that you can do from when you're young to when you're old and gray. Like, the body can comfortably handle the exercise. It can do the sport naturally and comfortably, possibly. So I thought that was really cool. And I thought before the 5K that was going to be my first and last. I thought I wasn't going to like it, but I'll do it again very gladly and proudly. Like, I am happy to do it again. And it's interesting because my time, it disappointed me, but it did impress me as well. I was proud of myself because it was 38 minutes from line start to finish. And I got just under 40 minutes, 38 minutes. And I was like, okay, think about this logically. Like, let's just be logistically logical about this, okay? And I was like, for me, that's really, really good because I haven't run in a 5K 3 miles consistently except for one time the other day, I should say, on Thursday, when I ran or tried to run 3 miles consecutively. I had to stop in between laps at times. And it is not an easy sport. It's very much a mental sport. And some people say, oh, running is so easy, but it's really, really not because you're breathing, your side can ache, like there can be problems. And there was only one time when my throat kind of caught and hurt, but it recovered pretty quickly. I walked immediately and then I felt better. But for the most part, I almost forgot I had asthma. I was so smooth. So that was pretty sweet, pretty slick. And I will definitely be doing it again. It'd be fun to like bring a group, like a friend group. I don't have one of those. I have friends, but I don't have like a group, like my people, which is fine. But yeah, so there was that. And then I had my hair appointment earlier this month. Yes, earlier this month. I had to check. That was super fun. And next time I dye my hair, I'm having quite a break, quite a contrast from the last dyeing this month to the start of fall, in like August I think it is. So what it's going to be is blue. I'm going to do it myself. And then I'm going to do brown in the fall. And I'll keep that brown pretty consistently, pretty constantly. And I won't change it for a while. Black is out. I talked to my, I was going to say therapist. I talked to her about this too. I talked to my, I want to say counselor. Can't talk. I talked to my hairstylist. That's what they're called. Okay. I talked to my hairstylist. And she was like, the black will be really hard for the blonde to absorb. And it won't do a very good job because the light blonde is so light, it just can't handle it. And so it won't turn out right. And plus, she's like, you love changing your hair and it'll be easier to change brown. And she knows me well. I've gone to her for red, for blonde, for brown. You know, I've gone to her for many things at this point. And she just knows me. So that's kind of my hair plan. Now, I don't want to jinx it in case it falls through, but it is on the calendar and it is less than a week away now. But my first tattoo, how exciting is that? I'm super excited. And then I think it was on, yeah, Wednesday. That's when my student has speech. The speech language pathologist showed me her newest one. I think it was Eeyore, if I saw it right. It all happened so fast and I had to go, so I couldn't really like look at her tattoo or like admire it properly. But I think it's Eeyore on her, by her arm, on her arm, like upper arm. I think that's what it was. But she recommended the place I'm going to go to, and I think that's the place I'm going to stick to. I want to make appointments at the previous appointment. Like at this appointment, I have the first one. As soon as the tattoo's done, I'm going to make an appointment. I'm going to book out another appointment pretty soon after. So I'll be consistently getting them. And I have like 10 to 15 ideas that I want to put into place. Like find a place on my body for them. So I think that'll be way fun. I just want to be proud of my body. I have hated my body. I've had so much self-hate towards my body because other people hated my body too. And they hated me because I was skinnier than them. I was really scrawny. And I just had developed a real hatred for my own body. And this is the body that the God, the universe, the alien, the whoever blessed me to have. And I'm just glad that it works and I can do stuff and experience life and the world and just enjoy being a human. And having tattoos, I think it's one way to decorate your body and to be proud of it, to show pride in art, to prove that you're an artist, that your personality is interesting and unique and desirable. You know, it makes a statement who you are. It tells a story who you are without even you having to share it out loud. You don't have to vocalize it. People can see it. So that's super exciting. So that's going to be on the calendar for next month. Talked about race day, talked about my hair appointment. Counseling is going so good. I see my counselor every other week. I try to. Yeah, this month, well, today was not very quiet, but this month was a pretty quiet month, I would say. A lot of time with my boyfriend. And he gave me a promise ring, which I sometimes forget to wear. I'm just glad it's not expensive, but so sweet of him. And just gotta match this wing. See, I washed my hair this morning before I left my parents' place, before I hit the road, and awkwardly touching my boob. Oh, I'm sorry. But my makeup I just left because I knew the video. I was like, wait, video. So I guess I thought of the video. When did I think of doing this? Was it on the way or before I hit the road? Sometime on this trip I was like, I have not done a get ready with me yet, and I need to. So that's what we're doing right now, which is good. But back in the town of Rexburg, as exciting as that is, it's really not that exciting. But it's home. My parents have lived in Draper for about a year now, I think it's been, and it does not feel like home. Like, when I go to visit, I feel alienated there. I just feel like it's not home. Tri-Cities, Washington, where I was born and raised, where I grew up, that feels like home. But Utah will never feel like that. It just doesn't feel homey to me. And the people there are very, not all of them, but a lot are kind of more like stuck up, like harder personalities to deal with, I feel like not really enjoyable interactions. I don't know if I'm making this better or worse. Damn, I liked how it was before. Now it's too thick. That's what she said. So funny. Okay, that's not terrible. Let me fix this side. I'm a perfectionist and I have OCD. And I wish I wasn't, and I wish I didn't. But it is what it is. I don't know if I like it, but it's whatever. It's not bad. So today I'm going to hang out with Nate for a little bit, and we might go to the river. We'll bring his dog Bandit. And we haven't really talked about kids' names. We're not there yet, but we have talked about dog names. So we are there. But I love animal names for animals. And he wants a dog named Bear, his next dog to be named Bear. And then I was thinking of names, and I'm trying to remember what it was, but it started with a B, and he's like, oh, we don't have to use B names, and he didn't know if he liked it. But I thought it was cute. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, it was B! Okay, B. Nicholas Sparks wrote a book, and in the movie as well, there's a little girl named B. And that was the name that the mother, one of the main characters, who turned into a mother, who became a mother, she named her B. And I thought it was so cute for a girl dog. But I don't know if he wants girl dogs, because girl dogs are, I think, harder to deal with, kind of, with personalities and heat and stuff, so. But we aren't there yet. We've only been dating for like a month and a half, so we shall see. And this sounds terrible, but I don't have my hopes up, because anything can happen. So I'm just trying to take things one step, one day at a time, and just enjoy the time we have together, and just be grateful for that. But I'm kind of like waiting to be ghosted, which sounds bad. Like, I trust Nate, but I'm just nervous. I'm like, oh, this is too good to be true. There's no drama, there's no problems, there's no issues, there's no red flags. Like, what's going on? This is too easy, this is too comfortable, this is like perfect. So what's it to you? Like, whatever. Just kind of waiting for something bad to happen. And I think that's a trait of anxiety. And I know it's highly unsanitary of me to use my saliva to kind of like clean up a little bit. And then, gotta brush my teeth. So I do this first. and then I layer it with this. Alright, so that, my friends, that happens to be everything I got. Okay, got everything. And then I'll just leave my hair down. But, positive thought. So, what do I want to say? What do I want to say? Okay, there's a little plaque here, right here, this. Create, dream. We create our tomorrows by what we dream today. So, constantly be dreaming, evaluating yourself, your goals, your plans, your hopes, your dreams, everything. Reevaluate them if you have to. Redirect yourself if you need to. But always be dreaming actively and now and today and presently. And that will morph into reality. That will morph into tomorrow. That will turn into the present. So if you're dreaming and you're actively participating within that dream, you're being an active participator, active observer, active initiator, you will see things come true that normally could not. But because you dreamed it hard enough and because you created a beautiful dream and you're action oriented and you're going to make it happen, that's where they come from. That's how dreams were born. That's how reality is made. That is how dreams are created. And so I highly recommend you guys do that. And if I look around, I don't have to look far to see that my dreams have come true because I've come such a long way and I've done so much for myself. And I don't have as much of anxiety problems as I did. And I am happier, more content, more fulfilled. And I feel like life is really treating me well because I'm making it so. And I'm doing certain things to help it along. You can't be an idle bystander and watch your life pass you by. You need to be working avidly on your dreams and goals and making them happen. And I'm not making this up. Dreams do come true. I've seen it happen in my life. And it happens because of action. The dream is good enough by itself, but it's only going to sprout into a flower and be reality when you do something about it. So, that's what I wanted to say, and I love you guys. And I'm going to go. Bye.